All right, welcome back to another video. It's been a little bit. It's December in Tucson, Arizona. Beautiful weather, about 60 degrees. Great weather for training dogs. And I got a few board and trains in at the moment. We've got a little Shih Tzu mix, a German Shepherd, and cattle dog chow mix looking thing. And we're just doing some obedience work with them. We want to show you what that's looking like. The dogs aren't perfect. They still need help in some areas, but we just want to show you how it's coming together and just put up some content of training dogs. It's been a couple months since I've been able to do it. And I'm trying to just, make this YouTube thing a little regular. So without further ado, let's get some dogs out and start training.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great.
All right, you guys, we've got Finnegan on deck, little Shih Tzu. We're just gonna run him through some obedience work. As you can see, I needed to leave him in a down state to come turn on the camera. I was trying to get the camera to track the dog, but I'm having an issue with that. And so, unfortunately, you are stuck with the camera tracking me. So, anyways, the phone is mounted on a tripod, so we're using this little AI stuff, right, to do this. And as you know, with technology, it cannot work sometimes. And so I was having issues getting it to track the dog. So you're stuck with the phone tracking me, and we've got cars going by. We've got barking dogs next door. I'm not sure if the noise cancellation is picking up that dog or not that's barking. But we're gonna work with Finnegan. We're gonna do some healing, automatic sit, stay, down stay, which still requires a little bit of a lure, and then come in when called. So you ready, buddy? Yes. Let's get into it. Beautiful weather, 60 degrees out here. We are enjoying training outside right now. We're in Tucson, Arizona, so the summers are brutal. The turf is too hot to train on in the summers. All right, let's get to it. Enough yapping. Let's go. Now, we're just gonna walk around the yard, and you probably notice the wire and these are projectors over here, okay? So we've got a couple projectors on the front of the house for at nighttime, so that we kind of just decorate the house for Christmas, right? Little Christmas projectors. We've got Santa and Christmas lights, that kind of thing going on. Yes. Good. I'm gonna do a sit stay. I'm gonna walk around him first, right next to him. We do got the barking dog right here, right? So he is a little distracted. So I wanna do the sit stay close to him so that if he makes a mistake or gets too distracted, I can help him back into his sit immediately by tugging and pulling up on the leash, okay? Yes. Wait. Now, as the dog demonstrates he can hold that sit stay under those circumstances, then I will do a little bit more. I'll walk away from the dog a little further. Yes. Beautiful, buddy. Barking dog. Again, this microphone, I have the noise gate set up to the highest setting, so I'm not sure if you're catching the noise of the cars driving by as well as the barking dog next door. We'll find out in post. Yes. Good. All right, now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lure him down from here. Down. Yes. Beautiful. It's really important when you're teaching the lure that you don't let the dog have the food until the elbows are on the ground, okay? Now, same thing here, just gonna walk around him, right next to him. without holding on to the flexi. Yes. And then I'm gonna walk away from him and I'm just gonna go around this umbrella. We had this umbrella out because when my nieces visit, they like to chalk the wall up a little bit. So we had this up so they could have some shade while they're doing that stuff. And I haven't put it away. But again, I'm just gonna leave them there and I'm gonna take this a little bit further and I'm just gonna walk this way. Again, I couldn't get the tracking to stay with the dog, so you have to deal with the camera following me. But he is holding this. Yes, beautiful. Now all I'm gonna do is really quickly disconnect the flexi leash so that when I call him, it doesn't drag and create tension on the collar and make him feel like he's doing something wrong, right? The weight of the flexi lead can make, and the pressure with the training collar can make him feel like he's making a mistake, right? That back pressure. So we are gonna, and I haven't been doing too much of this coming when called thing, so we're gonna see how this goes live on video. And here we go. Finnegan, come on, buddy. This way, buddy. Yes, good job, dude. Very nice. Super important you get super excited with this stuff. Good job, dude. Good job. Good job, buddy. That's it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm picking up the dog, I don't care. All right. So that's Finnegan. Healing, automatic sit, stay, down stay, coming when called. He's a cool little guy, great temperament. He's a little nervous of people initially when he first meets them, but then he warms up. So he's got some timidness to him. He will bark as well. He's not barking at the other dog next door because we've worked on correcting that behavior so that, you know, he doesn't think it's okay to bark at the doggies, okay? I'm not fraternizing with the students either, okay? But listen, okay, I think that's all for Finnegan. We're gonna get the other two dogs out and we'll show you how their obedience is coming along, okay? Oh, let me kill a camera from my watch while I hold the dog. All right, next on deck, we got Chuy, shepherd, pity, cattle dog, chow. He could be all of that. Listen, we're in America, it's a melting pot, all right? It's a dog, just like we're people. So, anyways, we're gonna run Chuy through the same routine. Healing, auto sit, stay, down stay, coming when called. That is the basic program we have here. And so without further ado, let's get into some healing. Let's go. He's excited to work. He really enjoys obedience. And let me go ahead and kick off my sandals here really quickly. Actually, let me throw him in the shade so the sun doesn't heat him up too much. He auto set, he's gonna get rewarded, yes. Beautiful, well done, dude. Well done, buddy, let's go. Again, same thing here. Just kind of pulling back on the leash. The bigger dogs that are here right now, they have a little more of a tendency to drift in the heel, so we do have to use the leash to keep them in keeping healing position honest with them. Again, same thing. We're gonna start right next. Whoa, oh, he likes to pivot too. So we're gonna start right next to the dog. See the pivoting? A lot of dogs like to do this. So the way you get the dog to not pivot is you use the leash. You kind of pull up on the leash to stop them a little bit, right? But anyways, he's pivoting because he's excited. He typically doesn't do this. I'm just to take my time, nice and slow, right? Yes. especially on that back end, right? Especially when I get on the back side of the dog, I have to go a little slow. Beautiful. Looks like we got that ironed out. Let's just speed it up a little bit. So these are kind of like the problems that you run into. You got to know how to troubleshoot them a little bit. Yes. Very nice, buddy. And then from here, I'll just drop the leash and walk away from the dog. Again, I had issues with the software tracking the dog, so you're stuck with the camera tracking me. But we're just gonna walk around him so you can get him in the frame. Beautiful. Yes. Good. Now I'm gonna challenge him a little bit because these projectors just went, hey, sit. These projectors just went up, so I'm gonna down, hey. Good. Down. Yes. Beautiful. Good. Same thing here, right? Walk around the dog right next to the dog. Yes. Down. Now remember, no reward right here, okay? Because the dog got up prematurely without being asked to, so there's not going to be a reward there. I'm just going to get him back into that down position and then work on, you know, doing a stay where the dog doesn't move, and then he'll get his reward for that. Yes. Beautiful. Good job, dude. Excellent. So let's go back into heeling. Let's go. Pull back on the leash. He likes to drift a little bit, so he needs the little leash checks here to kind of just keep him honest. Otherwise, he'll drift out in front of you if he's allowed to. Let's go. Some debris in the turf he wants to check out. So I just got to pull up on the leash and help him stay honest, okay? Yes. So we're just gonna work on the heeling some more. Yes, beautiful. Let's go. Now I'm gonna set him up for a recall across the yard. And actually, how can I do this with the camera tracking me? I want you guys to see the energy that this dog puts into coming when called, because he's got great energy. I have an idea. I'll just move the camera. Since it's in the middle of the yard, I'll just move it down. We'll just move it down to this corner over here. All right. And then I'll down the dog in the view of the camera. So let's put it right there. Okay. Let's see. Can you see the dog there? You should be able to see the dog there. Down. Yes, beautiful. He's almost ready. Down. He's almost ready to we're about ready to focus on like weaning away from the lure with him. All right, come in when called. He's not on a flexi leash. The leash is relatively light, so we don't need to disconnect the leash with this dog. But we're gonna leave him there. We're gonna walk away all the way to the other end of the yard. Wait. He's anxious to come. Just keeping an eye on him over my shoulder in case he pops prematurely. Chuy, come. That's a boy, buddy. Very nice, dude. Well done. You dropped a piece. Excellent. Beautiful. Pretty good, huh? I like the energy. And I didn't have to build a lot of motivation for him to take off like a drag car, right? He just is, that just comes naturally for him. I don't have to build that motivation. Down. Okay. So he wants to pop up. We just got to be careful. Like the thing with highly food motivated dogs a lot of times is they want to follow the food up when you stand up. So you got to be watching for that. We were doing okay with that, but again, the dog's still early in his training phase. And so, you know, we're in this gray area where he might need a few corrections for popping up. All right, again, we're gonna just do the same thing again. Actually, I'm gonna shake it up on him. I know he likes to come. I'm actually just do a downstay real quick first. And then I'll go back over there and call him. Yes. Very nice, dude. All right, we'll call him this time. Hopefully he doesn't get hung up on the projector cords. I like how when he lays down, he's just like so comfortable. Yes, come on. Yes, I had to take advantage of it. I was trying to talk to you guys. He took that as a cue to come and called. He's not gonna get in trouble for that, all right? We just need to take advantage of it. Leading up to the recording of this video, there hasn't been a lot of like commentating, right? I've just kind of been out here just giving the dog the cues that he needs for the obedience work. So I think when I started to kind of just narrate a little bit here, Chuy, I think he took the narration as a cue to call, and we can't fault him for that. So, and the other thing is, I'm not trying to put up videos of dogs that are super perfect either. These are pet dogs. They're not competition dogs. What's up, dude? What? What do you want? Yes. Come on, come on, come on. All right, let me grab the leash. Also, when you reward from the right side of your body a lot, the dogs, they want to cheat ahead for the rewards. So that's another reason why we need to lean into some of this back pressure that comes from the leash, right? We don't want them walking in front of us, constantly cheating the heeling position for the reward. So some dogs, there's these reward placement concepts, but to keep it simple for the owners, I just really want to, again, it's not competition obedience, so I just want to keep it simple for the owners. The nice thing about dog training is, or anything in general, is we can over-articulate things, and I think articulation is necessary, but not for everybody, right? See how he cheats right here? Let's go, bud. So again, it's not, let's go. I'm just gonna bring him back. I don't want him cheating for the food reward, because again, he's gonna learn that that's how he can get it. He'll just hop from here to there, and then he's gonna think that's okay to do. Sit. So for those reasons, I'm gonna hold on to the leash as I talk a little bit more here. But let's go back up to the camera a little bit closer, actually. So anyways, we just want to keep it simple and practical for owners. There's a lot of variability and complexity that can come with super pinpoint competitive dog training. And I think sometimes the lines get a little blurred. There are some fantastic competitive dog trainers out there that are fantastic pet trainers at the same time, but I think they're just kind of, there can be a tendency, I'm not accusing any dog trainers of doing this, but there can be a tendency for us as people to just over-articulate and muddy the two, right? Pet training and competitive dog training. I try to keep them a little bit separate in my own personal approach to pet training. But if someone wants to come to me for competitive training, then that's a whole nother, this looks completely different. Precision obedience is a much more complex, incremental approach to training. There's a lot of steps, and I don't think we need to really thrust that onto pet dogs. But I am rambling, so this isn't a lecture. But the reason why I brought that up is just because of I'm trying to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it. And again, it's a long-winded way of just trying to keep it simple for the dog owners, okay? So anyways, this is Chuy, the epitome of the melting pot. It's got a few different mixes in him. And we'll stop this video here with him. All right, we're back. We have Leo out now, the German Shepherd dog, pure German Shepherd. And he's here for some behavior modification work, but also here for some off-leash obedience. Now, as you can see, he's wearing a leash, and we are in the process of transferring from the leash off the leash. So I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of this process. But one of the things that I like to do is I just wanna make sure that my heeling on the leash is really, really good before I start trying to like drop the leash or let the leash go or put a shorter leash on him. So it's all about the heeling and the auto sit for this guy today. And we're gonna show you what this stuff looks like. Let's go, bud. So like with the other two dogs, I wanna be able to kind of just walk with like just a couple of fingers on the leash like this, where I'm not really holding the, whoa, hold on. I think the camera lost me. Let's come back into frame here. Okay, it's got us. Let's go. So I'm gonna just make sure that thing is tracking me okay still. So anyways, as I was saying, I just wanna be able to walk around with the dog, just kind of holding the leash without actually gripping the leash like this. Okay? So, as you can see, he's doing really well with this. Now, when I can walk around the yard non-stop with just the leash in the hand but not holding it, I will just let go of the leash. And if he gets too far in front of me, or if he cuts across me, then I'll reach in and grab the leash and pull it back. This way. Good. Or let's go, let's go. If the nose takes over the brain and it goes to the ground, I need to reach down and grab the leash as well. So there's this transition phase. Let's go, bud. Where as you let the leash go, you will have to reach in. See how he's kind of crowding me right there? You will have to reach in and pull and reposition the dog. Oh my God, it's not working. What the hell? Why is this not working? And we're having some technical difficulties today. Let me try to. This is the issue with technology. All right, I reset the tracking thing. So let's see if it tracks me. But anyways, he's right underneath me. Let's go, bud. So the dog, remember, the dog's gonna get distracted. Let's go, bud. And so again, my goal is to be able to, I keep looking because I wanna make sure it's tracking me. But this off-leash transition phase, let's go, bud. This way, this way, this way. This transition happens by just holding the leash without holding it, okay? Without gripping it. And as the dog gets better and better about staying with you, we'll start to let it go. Hey, sit. Yes. And then we still want to do our stop and our auto sit, okay? So, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but we want the leash to just lay in the hand like this as we walk. And when we feel like the dog is doing good in maintaining a good heeling position, we'll let it go. But remember, barking dogs, debris on the ground, cars passing by, the dog's gonna get distracted, right, buddy? And so you will have to reach in this transition phase to guide the dog back into the proper heel position, okay? So the leash is a big part of this process in terms of transitioning away. And then in the very beginning, we're still in the introductory phase. I'll just grab the leash without gripping it, and then we'll start walking. Let's go. Okay? If I feel he's doing good, I'll let it go. He's kind of crowding me, so I'll grab the leash and pull back right there and then let it go again, okay? If I need to turn into him, he can't be too far ahead. You see how he's hopping? See how he cuts in front of me? So he's not paying attention, and we haven't resolved that on the leash properly yet. And it's showing itself in this transitional phase, okay? So this is why I'm walking in a counterclockwise direction, is because I want to work on turning into the dog. So for me, let me just back up. I want to make sure the dog's in the frame. Okay. So this varies from trainer to trainer. Heeling position varies from trainer to trainer. In some competition circles with these larger breeds, they want the dog here, and then the head can wrap around like this and look up, right? However, the issue with that is that when you need to turn into the dog's in the way. So I don't like that. This is a personal preference thing. It's not whether it's right or wrong, it's preference, okay? I want to make sure that's really clear, because if you watch another video and the dog's this far ahead, I don't want you to think that's wrong. But in any case, with this dog, I want the head right next to the hips like this, okay? Head, ears next to your thigh and hips. Now, if I need to turn into the dog, see how the neck turns? Now the dog's not in the way. So this is why I like this positioning. And I just thought I'd explain that to folks who may not be super informed about heeling positions. So anyways, let's get back to heeling. Let's go, bud. So honestly, I need to work out these left turns a little bit more, okay? We've got a lot of distractions happening also. We're also training under distraction. He's distracted, barking dogs, passing cars, right? You see how I throw my leg out there? I should just grab the leash and pull the dog back, okay? Let's go. He gets out of position, just reach in, grab the leash, pull him back. Come to a stop. Sit. Yes. And don't forget to stop and sit, right? That's part of this too. So heeling position, the general rule of thumb is, the better the heeling position is on the leash, the better it is going to be when you're trying to transition away from the leash, okay? Well done, dude. You're doing good with all these distractions. So, in any case, got a guy on an electric bike going by. So I train my dogs in my front yard, okay? I got people going by watching me. My neighbors are probably watching through their windows. So we don't have anything to hide in regards to our training. You know, we do feel corrections are important in our training, right? But it's done in a very thoughtful way. Bro, I just love playing with the dog's ears. I could do this all day. I just sit here and just massage these ears. I used to do this with my kids. I just must have a fascination with soft ears. It's my kids, when my kids were little, I used to play with their ears. All right, don't think I'm weird, please. All right. Anyways, grab the leash, go back into heeling. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. All right. Make the dog good in the position, drop the leash, okay? He gets too far. As I'm trying to turn, I correct him, get him back into the proper position. Good job. Yes. So this dog, of the 3 that we've shown today, probably has the least amount of food motivation. But he's a willing participant. You can just see in his body language he's distracted, but you know, would he prefer to be doing other things? Probably. The dog's a big toy dog. The dog's really toy driven, and he'd probably rather just chase the frisbee or the ball or something. Ready? Leo, you ready? Let's go. All right, start off holding the leash. Pull back on it if I need to for the left turns. Let it go. I'm just keeping my hand in my right pocket for the food rewards, okay? There's no rhyme or reason to that. Let's go. Beautiful, buddy. Let's go, come on. If he starts to lag behind, I'll motivate him forward. Let's go. See, but I gotta be careful with that. I don't want him, let's go. I don't want him to think it's playtime. Let's go, let's go. He can stop to, oh no, camera issue again. Come on. We're gonna put this video up. We don't, I'm not gonna reshoot this. But I'm clearly having some technical difficulties today. I was trying to get the cameras to follow the dogs earlier. Let's go. I was having an issue with it, and now it's having an issue tracking me. Hey, up here, up here, up here, let's go. So grab the dog, help the dog be correct, okay? As the dog gets better and better at this, it becomes a game of inches. Sit. And you're not necessarily reaching in to grab the leash, you can actually reach in and grab the collar instead. So this is what this process looks like. So we still have work to do. He's here for a few more weeks. We're going to tighten this up. We'll shoot another video in another week or two and just let you know how he's doing with this process. But as you can see, it's moving along, but it's not in a place where I'd be comfortable sending him home. I want it to be better. We've got a chopper flying in the air. We live close to the Air Force Base as well, so. Anyways, I think I'm rambling. It's turning into a 15-minute session, which is a little long for the dog. But these sessions tend to run a little long when we're shooting videos. I think he's doing great. Let's see if we can get him down. Leo, down, down. Yes, good. So, as you can see, all 3 dogs need a little more work in regards to downing on command without the help of a lure. But that's part of this process. Also, down on command, if you don't know, is the longest thing. It's the longest behavior to finish where you don't need to actually lure or help the dog into the position. It takes the longest, of all of the obedience commands, it takes the longest to get to a point where you don't have to help the dog anymore. Sitting, coming with, when called, healing, those behaviors all can be finished in a much shorter time than down on command is. So for those reasons, it shows in this stage of the training. All the dogs are doing the auto sits and the stays pretty well up to this point. So, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there too. But we won't ramble for too much longer. Everybody's driving by. What's he doing? We're making dog training videos. Anyways, we'll wrap this up. This is Leo. Let me know what you guys think about him. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know in the comments. And we're out of here. Peace.